There is a culture of political authoritarianism that has been nourished and that has used religious militancy and particularly Sunni militancy as a political strategic tool of the state. Zia's project is called Islamization. It's called Islamization in Pak studies, it's called Islamization in all literature. I've called it Islamization for a long time. It's a Sunni dominant project. Why don't we call it Sunniization? So we have enforced an annihilatory politics of sectarian violence. It's a false equivalence that doesn't recognize the reality of how much Sunni militancy is backed by the Pakistani state.
What they are doing is not about religion, it's about politics. It's about power. It's about grabbing power. It's about imposing their way of life onto the general populace.
Government is at times blackmailed in Pakistan because of their massive financial challenges from Gulf and Saudi Arabia. If you're taking $6 billion from Saudi Arabia, and even if you know for a fact that some of the money has come from a private organizations in Saudi Arabia, for instance, if not state, to a Sunni extremist or jihadist Ahl Hadith group, whether you'll have the guts to say this publicly, you will not.
There's this apathy towards anti-Shia violence. Imam Barga, okay, hota hi rehta hai. Again, like Professor Hassan was saying, sectarianism hai, bahir se aayi hai, it's come from outside, it's both sides. Or why should we talk about Shias? All lives matter. Everybody is dying in terrorist violence. So we see a lot of ways in which the central question of Sunni privilege is completely overridden.
It is basically incompetence of the highest level by the Pakistani state. They are living in their self-imposed darkness, and this is giving them benefit of doubt because this phenomenon is so new, maybe it will go away.
But the most recent case that has happened over the last 4 weeks is the escalation of blasphemy cases against Shias. More than 100 people, from what I know, lists are being passed around in Sakhar. So the use of blasphemy as a tool to criminalize Shia thought is a very devastating move. And I want to say that this anti-minority politics, which I would like to say is a racial politics as well, not just religious politics, not just state politics.
But about half of the so-called blasphemy cases registered in Pakistan are registered against, I think it's roughly half and half, again by one sect of Muslims against another. And then the other half is disproportionately against those who are non-Muslim, that is, who are not considered like Ahmadis, Hindus, Christians, and who are, of course, small percentage of the population